When I turned 70, I thought I had breakfast all figured out. A quick bowl of cereal, maybe some toast, and I'd be good to go. But by the time I was 75, I started noticing something. My energy would crash by mid-morning, and my health wasn't what it used to be. Then, during one of my regular checkups, my Dr. Helen Myers, said something that stuck with me. George, the foods you eat in the morning aren't just about filling your stomach. They set the tone for your entire day, especially as you age. That's when I realized I'd been making mistakes, big ones. Foods I thought were healthy were actually working against me. And the truth is, many of us are eating breakfast foods that do more harm than good, especially after 60. Today, I'm going to share the 3 breakfast foods you should avoid, no matter how tempting they are, and what you can eat instead to feel energized, healthy, and vibrant. Before we start, let me ask you something. Do you want to keep relying on foods that drain your health, or are you ready to make a change? Grab a pen and paper, or better yet, save this video so you can revisit it later. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and help us reach our next target of 1,000 subscribers. Your support gives me the passion to dive deeper, do more research, and bring you the best wisdom for living your golden years to the fullest. Let's dive in. At 80, I'm sharing heartfelt wisdom and real-life stories to inspire you. Help us reach 1,000 new subscribers. Your support means everything. Hit subscribe and join this incredible journey today. Breakfast isn't just a meal. It's the fuel that kickstarts your day. But here's the thing. As we age, the foods we've always eaten might not work as well for us anymore. They can mess with our energy, spike our blood sugar, or even put extra strain on our heart. That's exactly what happened to me. I used to think that as long as I ate something in the morning, I was doing fine. But after learning more about how our bodies change with age, I realized that breakfast is the most important meal to get right, and one of the easiest to get wrong. I spoke with Dr. Helen Myers, a senior nutrition specialist who helped me understand why certain foods that seem harmless, or even healthy, can actually harm our health after 60. She said, "George, it's not about skipping breakfast, it's about choosing the right one." So today, I'm going to share 3 breakfast foods you should think twice about, and some simple, healthy swaps that can make a world of difference. These tips aren't complicated, and they're backed by science and real stories from people who've made the change and felt the results. Let's start with the first one, something that's probably sitting in your pantry right now. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you really looked at the label on your favorite box of cereal? You know, those colorful ones that claim to be heart healthy or packed with fiber. That's what I used to reach for every morning. Quick, easy, and paired with milk. It seemed perfect. But here's the truth. Processed cereals are often loaded with added sugars and refined carbs. Dr. Helen Myers once told me, "George, cereals are like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They give you a quick boost, but that energy burns out just as fast, leaving you tired and hungry all over again." I remember Linda, a 65-year-old friend of mine, who always complained about feeling drained by mid-morning. She'd start her day with a bowl of cereal, thinking it was a healthy choice. But when she switched to something more nourishing, like steel-cut oats topped with fresh fruit, her energy completely changed. "George," she told me, "I finally feel like I'm awake all day." Now, let's talk about why this happens. Processed cereals are made with refined grains that break down into sugar quickly, spiking your blood sugar. And guess what happens after that spike? A crash. This cycle not only messes with your energy, but can also strain your heart and increase your risk of diabetes over time. If you're looking for a better option, here's what worked for me. I swapped my cereal for a warm bowl of oatmeal, and sometimes I add a handful of blueberries or a drizzle of honey. It's just as easy, but it keeps my energy steady throughout the day. Another great choice is Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts or seeds. It's rich in protein and healthy fats, which help keep you full longer. And if you're in the mood for something different, try chia seed pudding. You can prepare it the night before, so it's ready to go in the morning. Here's the pro tip I learned. Read the labels on cereals carefully. If sugar is one of the first 3 ingredients, or if it has more than 5 grams of sugar per serving, put it back on the shelf. Your mornings and your body deserve better. So, before you pour that next bowl of cereal, think about this. Is it fueling your health or draining it? Let's move on to the next breakfast food, one that's often disguised as a sweet treat, but can be even more dangerous. Let me paint a picture for you. It's a crisp morning, and you're sitting with a warm cup of coffee and a fresh croissant or muffin. Sounds like a perfect start to the day, right? That's what I used to think. But here's the kicker. Those pastries and refined carbs are doing more harm than you might realize. I remember my friend Robert, a 72-year-old with a sweet tooth who loved starting his day with a muffin or bagel. He'd say, "George, it's just a little treat to start the day. It's not like I'm eating cake." But the truth is, pastries and refined carbs act a lot like cake in your body. Dr. Helen Myers explained it to me like this. "George, these foods are stripped of nutrients and loaded with sugar, which causes a roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes." That's exactly what Robert experienced. He'd feel energized for an hour, then sluggish and hungry again by mid-morning. And it's not just the sugar. Refined carbs like muffins, bagels, and croissants are made from white flour, which is quickly converted to sugar in your body. Over time, this can lead to weight gain, increased cholesterol, and even heart disease. But here's the good news. Small changes can make a big difference. Robert swapped his morning muffin for a slice of whole grain toast topped with avocado and a sprinkle of salt and pepper. Not only did his energy improve, but his cholesterol levels dropped significantly within a few months. If you're craving something sweet, try a healthier alternative like a slice of whole grain bread with almond butter and a drizzle of honey. Or make a batch of homemade banana oat muffins. They're naturally sweetened and packed with fiber. And here's a tip that's worked wonders for me. Start your day with something savory instead of sweet. Eggs with sautéed spinach or a slice of smoked salmon on whole grain toast not only taste great, but also keep your energy steady for hours. So, before you reach for that muffin or bagel, think about this. Is it really a treat if it's treating your health poorly? Let's move on to the final breakfast food, one that's a favorite for many, but might be putting your heart at risk. Bacon and sausage. The classic breakfast staples that smell so good they could wake up the whole house. For years, I couldn't imagine a hearty breakfast without them. But here's the hard truth. For seniors, these high-fat processed meats are like a ticking time bomb for your heart and overall health. I remember Sarah, a 68-year-old neighbor of mine, who loved her bacon and sausage breakfasts. "George," she'd say, "it's my guilty pleasure, but it's just a few slices. It can't be that bad, right?" I thought the same thing for years, but when Sarah started having issues with her blood pressure, her doctor gave her a wake-up call. Dr. Helen Myers explained it to me in simple terms. Processed meats are loaded with saturated fats and sodium. For seniors, these can lead to clogged arteries, high blood pressure, and inflammation, all of which increase the risk of heart disease. And it's not just long-term damage. These meats can affect you almost immediately. After a heavy breakfast of bacon or sausage, Sarah used to feel bloated and sluggish for the rest of the day. But when she switched to leaner options, like turkey bacon or a veggie scramble, she felt lighter and more energized. Here's what I've learned. It's not about giving up flavor, it's about choosing smarter options. For instance, turkey or chicken sausage can be a great alternative, offering a similar taste with far less fat and sodium. Another favorite of mine is smoked salmon. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are actually good for your heart. If you're looking for something plant-based, try a tofu scramble with your favorite veggies. It's packed with protein and incredibly satisfying. And don't forget beans. A small serving of black beans or chickpeas can add protein and fiber to your breakfast, keeping you full and your heart happy. Here's a pro tip. If you're still craving that crispy bacon texture, bake turkey bacon in the oven until it's nice and crisp. It gives you the same satisfying crunch without the health risks of traditional bacon. So, before you reach for that sizzling slice of bacon, ask yourself, is the flavor worth the long-term toll on your health? A few simple swaps can make all the difference in how you feel today and for years to come. Now that we've covered these 3 breakfast foods, let's wrap this up and talk about how these small changes can lead to a healthier, more vibrant life. So, there you have it. The 3 breakfast foods you should avoid as you get older. Processed cereals, refined carbs like pastries and bagels, and high-fat processed meats. They might be convenient and tasty, but they're not doing your health any favors. The good news is, small changes like swapping sugary cereals for oatmeal, muffins for avocado toast, or bacon for turkey slices can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Here's the bottom line. Breakfast is the meal that sets the tone for your day. By making mindful choices, you're not just fueling your body, you're protecting your heart, improving your energy, and adding vibrant years to your life. Now, I need your help to reach a goal that's close to my heart. We're aiming to add 1,000 subscribers to this channel. Your support gives me the passion and energy to do the research, share my life lessons, and bring you the best wisdom for healthy living. So, if this video resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you never miss a video. And here's a challenge for you. Leave a comment below sharing your favorite healthy breakfast swap. Let's inspire each other to make better choices. Thank you for being here. You're part of this growing community, and your support keeps me motivated to keep bringing you valuable advice. Until next time, remember, small changes lead to big transformations. See you in the next video.